Megan.
We have Megan. Yes,
we have Megan. We have Megan. Now this is
with a 3 in the middle. What's all that
with a
about?
3 in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of a 3 instead of an E. And not many people will get this. That means that Megan might just be Ghanaian. But but Megan would, most other people would get that. But it means that Megan might be Ghanaian. But Sean, so you've seen this, and everything that you see about this film from the poster tells you this is a killer doll film. So tell us about it.
Okay, so what this is about is obviously it's a killer doll film, like a lot of killer doll films you can imagine. So basically, what happens is this young girl, she starts off in a car crash, or she gets hit by a truck. Just it's a little bit. Anyway, yeah. So they get hit by a truck. Obviously, she's the only survivor. She goes and lives with her auntie, and her auntie's like really into her work. She works on these like pet things for this giant company which are making, Furbies basically. So like Furbies, and but they've been working on, her and a couple of her friends have been working on this this other like AI android sort of thing. Anyway, so she decides that what she's going to do, because she's got to do all the work, she's going to use this android and she's going to make it friends with her niece. So and of course they bond with each other. So you've got, and the prime directive is protect at all costs. You know what I mean? So that's basically the story. And then there's like scenes which you see in the trailer where there's a boy that likes to hurt, and obviously goes. If you've seen the trailer, what goes on.
I haven't actually seen the trailer.
You haven't actually seen the trailer. Okay.
I saw the poster of this film, and from the poster I thought no.
Okay,
that's my reaction as well. I was like, no.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, Sharon. I think you might actually should give this one a go, because it doesn't take itself too seriously. You know exactly where it's going to go. It sets you all up for, because there's obviously straight away there's this thing that you think, right, okay. So as we get towards the end of the film, there's this thing here that has been explained. You know what I mean? Oh, this is the neurotransmitter, and this was an early prototype, and all. So you'll think, right, okay, that's going to come into play. So we know that's going to happen. And it's like a comedy, really, to be fair, but a very subtle comedy. And there's even a bit where the doll sings, which is, and people were laughing. People were laughing at this film. It's it was a real surprise. It wasn't like, obviously it's got elements of slasher pics and your normal movie tropes when it comes to killer dolls and things, but it's not like it doesn't. You know what it is. It's not like trying to be clever. It doesn't try to be clever. It doesn't. It's what it is. And I quite like that about this film, is that it tells you what's going to happen, and it's like got all the tropes of all the other ones from like Saturn V or Saturn 3 and some of the other ones, killer androids, artificial androids. She becomes more intelligent. She got the old Terminator things where she can, like the Terminator with the
like the head-up display,
head emotions and stuff like that, and like, oh, your heartbeat has increased, you know what I mean, and like all the different emotions and stuff. Why is and obviously there's people that are quite because to start off with, it gradually gets worse. Turn yourself off, Megan. So like turn off, and then there's the time turn yourself. And she doesn't turn herself off. She becomes more self-aware and more. So it's your.
I mean, having AI in a film never goes badly. Never. I mean,
that's it. Yeah.
Go on. It always ends up in like in a field, and everything is like rainbows and sunshine.
Yeah. So I mean, I quite enjoyed this one. As I say, it wasn't horror. It wasn't horror. There was obviously you do see like bits of blood, but it wasn't like particularly slashery. The gratuitous.
You're saying Megan isn't Chucky.
Megan isn't Chucky. I mean, she's probably as evil as Chucky. And they got. I'm pretty sure there'd be a sequel to this somehow. I don't know because let's just say with all electrical intelligence, like
they don't die.
Should we say in the auntie's house like what they like Alexa things, but like an advanced Alexa type thing.
What you're saying is that this film ends with Megan uploading herself to the fridge.
Well, it
does.
The fridge, possibly, possibly, yeah.
Come back for the come back for the sequel, Hot Point. Hot Point, where a washing machine walks around killing people.
Yeah, and I quite like that. Because you knew what was going, you knew what it was, and in fact, I knew from.
That's Maximum Overdrive, isn't it, with the Stephen King story?
It is. As soon as you see this type advanced Alexa type module thing in the house, you just think that's got to come. That's
Demon Seed. Here we go.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, like a BB-8 out of.
If only they'd seen more cinema, they would avoid all these things, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's kind of it actually makes you feel that the people who are in these films have never actually watched a film before. That's the only way this works. It's that you've never actually watched a film before. So like all films exist in this place where films don't exist, essentially.
And there's obviously what I call the Westworld moment. There's always a Westworld moment, isn't it? You know what I mean? Which is So yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was quite good. I don't think it was trying to take itself too seriously. A little bit of a comedy. So certainly that song was funny. That was like a. Anyway.
All right. So how many stars would you give Megan?
Okay, I'll give this a 3-star one. This was the 3-star one.
3 stars to go with the 3 that replaces the E in the name Megan. Do they ever explain why that 3 is there?
Yes, they do, because it stands for. What does it stand for? It actually says, it's a. I can't remember now. Something. Anyway, it's an acronym for something, but I can't remember what it is offhand. So, but it's definitely cool. Something like the Android something. I don't know. Anyway, something like that. Megan.
Okay,
so I don't know.
As I was saying, but the backwards 3, as I said, does mean that Megan is Ghanaian, which means her name would actually be Megan. So
Megan.
Yeah, because that's actually a letter in Ghana. But anyway, now let's go